One Piece has been phenomenal since we've left Wano. I could argue that it has also been phenomenal even during Wano, well, parts of Wano, but that's in the past. Now we are focusing on this final saga. We have new things to speak about. I don't think there's been a better start to an arc or a saga than this one. Maybe because, everybody has hyped up this final saga. Maybe I'm also hyping it up too. But I'm gonna be talking about chapter 1058 till chapter 1062. So in 1058 we had bounties and the cross guild introduction, and also the revolutionary army towards the end, right? We had all that stuff. So when it comes to the bounties, I think that Frankie's bounty should be high. I don't know what Frankie has to do to break into the top 5 when it comes to bounties in the Straw Hat crew. Frankie was literally fighting on the same level as Luffy back in Water 7. I don't understand how Frankie's bounty isn't higher than this. And what's funny is his poster, bro, it's the fucking Sunny. And then there's the whole Sanji and Jinbei bounties. I think now that makes sense. A lot of people think that Sanji should be higher than Jinbei, but I think it makes a lot of sense why Jinbei is higher. Former warlord, and we've seen warlords get a huge bounty boost ever since the warlord system got abolished. Sanji, most of the time, nobody sees his fights, and it's actually crazy. This happens a lot. No one, literally nobody ever sees his fights, whether it's the world government and whatever, right? For some reason, Sanji's fights are never seen and never noticed by anyone. So I think the same thing happened probably in Wano, and nobody gave a damn about Sanji. As always, the world government don't pay attention to Sanji, and we saw this pre-timescape when Sanji even said that the world government doesn't care about him now, but he will cause the most problems. And I think the world government still don't care about Sanji at the current moment. So yeah, now Zoro's bounty is the one that doesn't make sense. It should be higher. Now, I'm not really a Zoro fan, huge Zoro fan, as I was back in the days. I don't do this whole Sanji and Zoro thing. It's not me. But Zoro fought Kaido, right? Yeah, obviously he didn't beat Kaido. ZKK, come on, bro. It was never gonna happen. But Zoro was on the rooftop and he beat a Lunarian in King. I'm confused why Zoro is close to Jinbei and Sanji. Zoro should be 1.5, 1.7, my opinion, but it is what it is. And then we get this continuous Chopper gag with the whole bounty thing with Chopper. I think this is going to continue until the show ends, to be honest. But Oda might pull a funny ass trick towards the end of the show where everyone at the end of the show doesn't really get a bounty increase, and then you get Chopper's just increase insanely because in the final war everybody's going to see him. If there is a huge scale war, which I think will happen, then everybody's going to see Chopper transform into this monster. So I think he will get that huge bounty increase at some point because they will see him at some point. It's not like they can ignore him forever. So I just think with Chopper, this is going to happen until the final stages of the show. So it's a typical thing to happen. And then you have Usopp as well getting a bounty for no fucking reason. Yeah, it's an Oda thing, right? Then we get to the best part in 1058, the intro to the Cross Guild. Phenomenal. Crocodile has the best introductions in One Piece. Factual. When he was introduced as Mr. Zero, it was cool. Back at Impel Down, which is still the best comeback ever by any character in my opinion. And then you have the Cross Guild introduction, which is also cool. Then you have Buggy, who's the new emperor, replacing a clown in Big Mom. So you have a clown for a clown. I guess it works out. And then you have Mihawk, who we find out is the Marine Hunter, or was the Marine Hunter. Wow, Oda just loves doing these parallels and inversions and all that. So you have Zoro the Pirate Hunter, and then you have Mihawk the Marine Hunter. Yeah, it's something Oda likes doing, but people were hyped up for this Marine Hunter thing. But for me, it's there's no point in ever telling us people are hunters, because whether you're a pirate hunter or a marine hunter, there are no bounty hunters in One Piece. So what's the point? I don't even get the bounty system anymore in One Piece because nobody's getting bounties. Nobody's catching anybody for a bounty. What's the point of having bounties if there are no bounty hunters? I don't get it. And then there's the world government being incompetent. Why does this happen a lot? Every single time the world government want to catch someone, they are so incompetent. So they abolished the warlord system and they send fodders to Mihawk, a guy who was called the Marine Hunter, and you send fodders, not an admiral, not even a pacifista. You just send niggas who are strong enough to be civilians in One Piece. Wow. Anyway, yeah, and then we get the hyped up oh, this right here made Twitter go wild. Mihawk has better sword skills than Shanks. I'm not gonna get too much into this. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say much. Then we go to the Revolutionary Army, and Kuma, you know, he saw everything happen in the Reverie. And then we have Sabo at the end, you know, on the Den Mushi talking to Dragon. So we know he survived. Now, one thing I'm gonna say is, as I said before, the world government are incompetent. You had 5 niggas pull up to the Reverie. Is it 5? I mean, Lindbergh, Karasu, Morley, Sabo. Am I missing someone? So it's 4, actually. It's 4. I think maybe I'm missing someone. Maybe I'm thinking about Jewelry Body. I don't know. Yeah, let's just say 5 though. Let's just say 5. Pull up to Marijua, and you can't even catch one. Bruh. Anyway, 1059 was my favorite out of all these 5 chapters that came out. The reason why is because the nigga Blackbeard pulled up. But before we get to Blackbeard, right, I just want to say the Whitebeard pirates are cursed. Before we get into it, it seems that Whitebeard pirates just keep dying arc after arc after arc. I don't know how many times Oda has to do this. Is he gonna kill all the Whitebeard pirates? Because I expect Marco to die. At this stage, I wouldn't be surprised if Flower Vista dies or Jozu. Yeah, the Whitebeard pirates are cursed. Yamato's character development in 1059 for me, I think it's phenomenal. A lot of people don't take notice of this, but ever since Kaido got defeated, Yamato actually hasn't called herself Odin. I think so. I think so. But the time she did call herself Odin, it was because she had to call herself Odin to convince Momonosuke that she's staying for that reason, and not because she thinks that Wano will be in danger. I think this is a great moment for Yamato because it clearly tells us that she might actually not think that she's Odin anymore, and that's a good thing because I think she will join the crew at some stage. Because actually I'll get into that a little bit later, why I think she will join the crew. I'll get into that a little bit later. Then we move on to Amazon Lily in this chapter, and then we get the Seraphims. You know, Blackbeard pulls up with the goat, man. The goat. I mean, Vasco's shot is cool. The goat, you know, the woman of all women, man, the pirate of all pirates, Katarina Devon. Woo! Muran. Oh, bruh. This is my favorite Blackbeard pirate. Facts, bro. Katarina Devon is my favorite Blackbeard pirate, bro. I don't care what anybody says, bro. I don't care. And then we have Kobe, who is the most underestimated character in One Piece. Kobe avoided getting turned into stone by Boa Hancock, and people didn't even respect that shit. They would rather call him gay rather than give him the respect he deserves as a character. And I think Kobe's going to surprise a lot of people, bro. He's gonna be OP. I'm telling you guys right now. Then there is the whole Blackbeard, you know, makes a light work of Boa. I wasn't expecting that. Now I know Blackbeard is a Yonko and Boa is a warlord, but damn, that was so easy. Like, damn, okay. And then there is the whole thing with the devil fruit, right? He wanted Boa's devil fruit. Now I think that this devil fruit is for the 10th Titanic captain. Therefore, it's, I mean, sure, it has to do with beauty and all. I mean, a man can be, you know, handsome and all, but I don't think that the 10th Titanic captain is male. And I think the 10th Titanic captain could be a woman. Now, I have this weird theory that it's Law's little sister, Lami.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I know how it sounds right now, but maybe one day I'll talk about it properly. And Rayleigh pulling up the hype, you know, he used his own hype to just get rid of the situation. And then we find out that Shaki is the Empress. That's okay, I guess. I mean, we've always known in a way, but this was my favorite chapter. In the last 5 previous chapters, 1059 is my favorite. 1060, interesting. Luffy wants to help Vivi, and they decide not to do that. Expected. We knew this was gonna happen. There's no way they were gonna turn back all the way to Alabasta, and we knew that. Then he tells his crew his dream. Now this is why I say that Yamato is gonna join, because Luffy tells his dream here to the rest of the crew. But one thing that nobody realizes is Yamato also knows that dream because Ace told Yamato this dream. So Yamato and the crew know this dream. Therefore, I do believe that Yamato will join the crew because she's one of the people that know about this dream. So that's why I think that Yamato will eventually join. Then we have Luluzia getting destroyed. Whew! I mean, yeah, no, like Sabo's not dead, but like, damn, now we know how all those other islands disappeared, you know, like God Valley. I'm not sure about the Ancient Kingdom if they did that to it, but I mean, if they did, then that means the Laugh Tale is not the Ancient Kingdom. So maybe the Ancient Kingdom did get destroyed, and that Laugh Tale is something completely different, you know. And then Bonnie appears at the end of this chapter. Seems that we're gonna get Bonnie first, and then Uruj. I wanted it the other way around. I wanted Uruj to come first, then Bonnie, because because I feel like Uruj hasn't been in the story for a while, whereas Bonnie, she's really an essential piece towards the end of the show. So I wouldn't really mind if we only got her towards the end rather than now. I want Uruj. I won't lie, I truly do want Uruj in the story. I don't know why he hasn't been, but Oda has his reasons, obviously. 1061, I'm not gonna really talk much about it because nothing really truly happens. I mean, 1061 and 1062, they were okay chapters for me. One Piece fans are just weird, bro. They say every chapter is 10 out of 10. No, it's okay every chapter is not 10 out of 10, guys. It can be a 7, it can be a 6, it can be a 7.5. No need for it to always be 10 out of 10. Not every chapter has to be top tier. Yes, I know we are so hyped right now, but not every chapter is top tier. 1060, 1059, and 1058. 10 out of 10. 1061, 1062, no, stop it. But anyway, in 1061, we get a huge shark and all that stuff. Then we get introduced to some new sword members, you know, Helmeppo, Prince Gruss, yeah. If you've been watching this channel, then you know I'm bad with names. So Prince Gruss, no, actually Prince Gruss. We'll go with that, Prince Gruss. Yeah. So we got some new sword members here, and we got the Vegapunk reveal, which had everybody going insane on Twitter, whether it's a clone or not. And a lot of people did say it's a clone. Some people didn't want to believe it, but because, you know, Oda has pulled this off before. He did this with Yamato. He was like, yo, Yamato is Kato's son, but then we found out that it ain't a dude. Please don't attack me. You know what, I'm not gonna even get into that. 1062, we learned that there's more than one Vegapunk because of the cloning and all that stuff. One of the Vegapunks, Shaka, who is Logic, warns Lilith because Robin and Zoro are prepared to fight. They're prepared to box, right? So Logic sees Zoro and Robin, not Sanji, not poor Sanji, Wanji. No, Logic sees Zoro and Robin, bro. Nah, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I don't do the whole Zoro Sanji thing. Then we learn Kuma is Bonnie's father. Now this is something that we've kind of known. I think that Bonnie is adopted. I don't really think they really related like that, because firstly, there wouldn't be a reason for Bonnie to hide her birth name. She could have just been Bartholomew Bonnie, right? Jewelry Bonnie. I don't understand it. Makes no sense to me. So yeah, back to Vegapunk and the clones, the 6 paths of Punk. That's what I'm gonna call them. 6 paths of Punk. That's exactly what's happening here. Then the best moment in 1062. Rob fucking Lucci. Ooh. So Rob Lucci comes back in the story. I've been waiting for this, by the way. I have been waiting since we saw him in Wano. I've been waiting for Rob Lucci to come back. So Rob Lucci, he's here. They want to kill Vegapunk. Yeah. But here's the thing though. The best moment is that Lucci actually questions the mission, which is surprising because Rob Lucci has been a character for years who just acts without ever questioning the Celestial Dragons and the Gorosei. I think Oda might pull something interesting here with Rob Lucci. We've seen multiple times that the world government are willing to assassinate people that they've been working with because they know too much information. They caught Who's Who. We know that after Who's Who lost the devil fruit, they took him to jail, prison, and he escaped, and they've been hunting him down. That's why he wears a mask. Now they're doing it to Vegapunk because he knows too much. I think that because Lucci is questioning the system a little bit here, there will be a point. I'm suspecting Stasi. She might be sent along to take care of Lucci and Kaku after this mission. I wouldn't be surprised if after Lucci and Kaku assassinate Vegapunk, that they themselves get assassinated, and this is why Oda is trying to make Lucci question the mission as an opportunity for Lucci to actually turn against the system itself towards the end. I think something like that might happen. But overall, man, these last 5 chapters have been phenomenal. I truly enjoyed them. I don't know what's going to happen next. That's why I haven't been making theories, because at this point, bro, anything can happen. Like I said, I think Lami could be the 10th Titanic captain, and I'll get into that another time. I might make a theory video actually on Jaguar du Sol. Yeah, I think I will do that. But overall, man, this has been pretty amazing. I think Oda has done well to set up the final saga. I think these 5 chapters have really showed us that Oda never left, bro. I think we were just too blind to see him. Now Wano has its problems, but I still think that Wano is a top 3 arc. Has to be. I mean, One Piece is a story about information. It's a story about lore. When you read a story for what it is supposed to be, then you understand why I say Wano's top 3 arc, because it has one of the most lores in the story, the best setups in terms of lores in the story, and the story is about lore and information, right? So that's exactly why I have Wano top 3. So yeah, if you have a different opinion, that's you. I hope y'all enjoyed this, man. I just wanted to talk about these last 5 chapters. They were phenomenal. Sheesh, man, I don't know what's gonna happen next. Kizaru is gonna pull up. Luffy's gonna mid-diff him. I mean, mean, who is Luffy gonna lose to at this stage? Nobody. Like, Luffy's the top one because he's not losing any fight against anybody. Like, if you think Kizaru is gonna pull up and Luffy's gonna lose, you have another thing coming. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on these 5 previous chapters, and maybe if you have a theory, put it in the comment section what you think will happen. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a like. This is Masquerade, and I'll catch you in the next one, man. Peace.